Hey guys, Luke back with another video. This one is going to be for all of the new bell bearings in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. There are 10 in total, and a couple of them are from quest lines, and if you watch my videos, you know that I don't cover quest line items in full because it would just take way too much time. But I do explain how to get them. And with that said, if you like it, leave it a like, subscribe for more content to come, and let's get started. To get the Herbalist Bell Bearing, this one lets you purchase Rada Fruit. Head up to the Pillar Path waypoint. This is right just down the road from Castle Ensis. Just right down the road. And then once you're here, we're going to go down to somewhere around right there. And if you haven't been through here before, there's going to be an NPC right there. And then up ahead, there's going to be a possible invasion. So if you get invaded, fight that guy. But I've already killed the invader, so we can just go get the bell bearing. You come to here, you can see the pot hanging up there. Whoop, didn't mean to buff. And to get it, all you have to do is shoot it down with some sort of ranged attack. It can be anything. And then once it falls, just go pick it up, and that's how you get it. To get the Mushroom Seller's Bell Bearing 2, this lets you buy Toxic Mushroom as well as White Flesh Mushroom. Go to Castle Front, here in front of Castle Ensis. And actually, if you have Ellac River downstream, go there. It's way closer, but that's where we're headed. I just wanted to show you how to get there. It can be a little confusing. We're going to go down through here, go into a cave, and then head down the river this way, and then we'll loot it somewhere down over here. Just make sure you don't take any fall damage. When you get to the bottom, you'll see this big flower, and to the right of that flower, you'll find a cave entrance. It's going to be a grace here. Head left when you come out. Stay on the left here because the right side has a dead end. And now here we are at the Ellac River downstream, the grace I was talking about earlier. And from here, all we have to do to get the bell bearing is shoot down a pot, and then go down at the bottom of this waterfall and get it. And I'll show you where the pot is. You can see it right there hanging. Let's go ahead and shoot it. And now we can go down underneath and get it. right over here. To get the String Seller's Bell Bearing, this lets you buy string. Go to the Cliff Road Terminus, and if you don't know how to get up here, you can go to 3-path cross and go through here, and instead of continuing up, just go up this way, and that's how you reach here. And then from here, we're going to go down to this little village area, and then shoot down one of those pots, and that's how we'll get it. Just look for a pot hanging down. Let me take care of these enemies real quick. You can see it right there. Pretty much right next to the Blood Fiend. You'll see some graves as well. And then here it is. To get the Greasemonger's Bell Bearing, this lets you buy root resin and knot resin. Go over to the Church District High Road Grace. And you can also come from the bridge leading to the village, or Bonnie Village. But we just need to make our way to this marker right here, and that's where we'll find it. And if you don't know how to reach this area, go to Morth Ruins, and then you just go into this big hole. And that's how you get down on this side. But we just need to go to this marker, and that's where we'll get it. Up ahead there will be wolves, and I'm going to try to not fight them. I just want to shoot the thing down. You can see it right there. And now we can go pick it up. There it is. To get the Spell Mechanist Bell Bearing, there's a couple steps to it. We'll need to get a gesture, and then we'll need to make our way up into the back gate area of Shadow Keep. Use the gesture, open up a statue right here, get into the Hinterlands, and then go up to Shaman Village, drop down right here into this place, and that's where we'll get the Bell Bearing. And to get the gesture, head over to Bonnie Village. You can get there by going to Morth Ruins, and then going down into this big hole. And then from here, we're going to go up to here and get the gesture. Careful of the hole. Here's the gesture. It's called Oh Mother. Now we can go ahead and equip it. Right here. And then we'll take that up to the back gate Grace. And it can be confusing to reach the back gate, so I will explain how you can get back here, but I'm not going to walk you through it because it would take 10 minutes. But to get there, all you have to do is go to the Church District entrance, and you can do that by continuing on from Bonnie Village. And then once you're there, make your way through there. You'll find a big elevator. Go up the big elevator. That'll take you to the loft. Continue up into the back section and loft area, and then that'll bring you to here. And then we can go to the statue. That's just sitting right here. Use our gesture. And now we have the Hinterlands unlocked. It's a very nice looking zone. From here, we're going to go up to here. Careful of these guys. You can get minor Erdtree right here. There's also another item up over this way, I think, if I remember correctly. Right here. Golden Braid. Holy Damage Reduction Talisman. And then we can continue forward this way and drop down into Rabbath's Rise. Just look for spots you can drop down at. Looks like right there. Just careful not to fall too far. I think I'm going to dismount at this point. We need to make our way down there. We could probably just walk off, yep. One more fall. And here it is. Oh, and this one lets you make the cannons for Rabbath's cannon, like cannonballs, the magic ones. To get Ymir's Bell Bearing, you'll have to complete his quest all the way to completion. And I don't usually do full quest lines in these videos because it takes quite some time, but I actually did cover this quest line in another video. It's called All Sorcery Locations. I show you how to get all the sorceries. And if you need a quest line guide for this one, go to that video and it should be labeled with timestamps and show you exactly where it is. To get the Moldmonger's Bell Bearing, this lets you buy Fly Mold. Head up to Main Gate Plaza up here in Shadow Keep. And we're going to need to make our way through here and locate an illusionary wall, ride a secret coffin down to this grace right here, the Castle Watering Hole. And then from there we'll make our way down to the Recluse's River downstream grace, where we'll find the bell bearing right next to that grace. So if you have that grace, just go there. But we're going to make the big walk. So head this way. Go ahead and jump. Jumping there usually makes them not hit you around that corner. Up ahead there's going to be some shadow militiamen behind these boats. I'm just going to run by them. You can open up a shortcut. That's where we first came from, down there. But here's the ladder. When you reach the bottom, be careful because it's pretty narrow. And right here is an illusionary wall. Go ahead and roll it. And here's a coffin, go ahead and get in it, and that's how we reach the Castle Watering Hole. You can get the blood-sucking cracked tear from that sleeping golem, and the oil-soaked one from this one over here. But I'm just going to run by them. Here's the first grace. And we should reach the next grace, and that's where it'll be. Jump the holes, make sure you don't fall. The fly up there on the other side of this ledge shoots poison out and he can knock you off the map if it hits you while you're mid-jump, so be careful with that. And here's the Grace. I'm going to go ahead and get these flies off me. You can see the pot hanging right there. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. And then we need to go all the way down there and pick it up by heading down these coffins that are over here on the side of the wall. Just be careful as you head down. Make sure it's not too far when you fall. And here it is. To get the Mushroom Seller's Bell Bearing 1, this lets you buy mushroom and red flesh mushroom. You can approach it from multiple different directions. It's right over here at this marker. You can go to the Rivermouth Cave, and it's just right outside the cave, but I'm going to assume you don't have that grace yet. You can come from Templetown Ruins if you have this area unlocked and just travel down and go down those coffins. Or you can go to Castle Front, make your way down here, go through this little cave. You'll pop out at the Ellac River Cave Grace, and then go up the river right there, and that'll bring you to it. So we're going to start from Castle Front because that's the earliest way you can get to it. So we're going to go through here. Of course, if you have the Ellac River Cave or that other grace that I mentioned, just go to those ones. They're way closer. Just going to be dropping down here. All the way down to that flower at the bottom. Was worried I might have took too much fall damage there, might have died. Be careful of that. There's the flower. And right next to the flower is the Ellac River Cave. There's the Ellac River Cave Grace. And now we can just make a right out of here. There's a big enemy back there. One of those tree spirit guys. Head by the fly. And there's the entrance to the cave that I was talking about earlier, Rivermouth Cave. And then you'll just go right back here, right behind it. And you can shoot it down. Pick it up. And there it is. To get Igon's Bell Bearing, this guy right here, you'll need to do his quest line or just kill him. But of course know that killing him ends his quest line. And to do his quest line, go to Pillar Path Waypoint, and this is where you first meet him, just right up the road from Castle Front, here in front of Castle Ensis. And then you'll run into him here, you can talk to him, and then you'll make your way through, over to the Dragon's Pit, get through that dungeon, you'll pop out on the terminus, and then you'll go up the road to the foot of the jagged peak. Then you'll run into Igon again up here, fighting some big dragons. Or not fighting the dragons, but there'll be 2 big dragons fighting, and he'll be nearby them. You'll talk to him and then summon him for the Bale the Dread boss fight. Once you kill him, you can go back to him and talk to him, and he'll give you his full item set, his weapon, and his bell bearing. Or you can just kill him and pick it up right here.
Terror incarnate, your time will come.
For Mor's bell bearing, you'll need to complete his quest line, and you can take him all the way to the very end of the game at the very last zone of the DLC, and then at the Leda and Allies boss fight, after beating them and the last boss, you'll be able to loot his bell bearing there. But you can also get it earlier by forcing him to invade you. And to do that, you can kill those pest enemies, the lesser pests. There's one over this way. The ones that give you the Forage or Brood cookbooks, and they're friendly. They don't attack you. If you fight any of those or kill any of those, more will invade you at some point, and then you can get his stuff way earlier than waiting till the very end of the DLC. And that's how you get that one. And that brings me to the end of the video. If you liked it, leave it a like, subscribe for more content to come, and thanks for watching.